Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. This is 22 Panels, the podcast that aims to examine, explore, and elevate the medium of comic books. I am Tyler, and across the interwebs from me is Tad. Hey Tad, how's it going?
Nice fill there while you remember the name of our podcast.
I almost said One Piece.
We've only done 146 episodes.
I almost said Welcome to One Piece. Because that's what was on my mind, was
I
talking
know.
about One
I
Piece.
get it. I get it.
Oh man. So then I had to think like,
Oh.
wait, what am I talking about? Oh, 22 panels. Welcome to the podcast. I didn't know what I was gonna say. I was like, that's
Oh.
funny.
How
Anyway,
was your week?
it was really busy, super busy. Just getting myself prepped for school. Getting get
Prepped for school.
Yep.
I
Yep.
finished week 2.
I know you did. I haven't started.
Um,
I go back on Monday.
I
Because we don't actually
started
start class. We don't have
on
students
the
back
8th.
till we don't have students back till after Labor Day. So
We had students back at the beginning of last week.
okay, cool.
So we've had 2 full weeks of students now.
Is it going good?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. And the House of Ideas started previews Friday night. So I took my mom. And then she went to Cake with me yesterday too.
She did.
Chicago Alternative Comic Con
Nice.
or Comic Expo is going.
So did
Got
we
to got
talk
to see.
after you got back from Minneapolis? I don't
I
remember.
didn't actually wind up making it to Minneapolis. Kelly wasn't feeling well, and I was tired enough that I didn't want to drive alone. So I did not get up to insert name this year.
Okay.
Though I have heard from Ryan and Emily that it was a hell of a event.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay. And cake was great.
cake was great. Got to reconnect with some of our favorites. Uh, Nate Powell was there.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Terry's always there. Landis Blair and Eddie Campbell are always there. Got to meet Ronald Wimberly.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, Keith Knight.
Cool.
So yeah, it was a good time. Good
Awesome.
time. Hopefully we'll have some interviews pop up from connections made, that sort of thing.
Well, I have a con in my neck of the woods next month, so I'll be reporting
Which one's that?
from SuperCon.
Oh, that's right. You will be at SuperCon at the same time I am at Cartoons Crossroads.
Okay.
So we'll both be at cons that weekend.
I should skip it and go to Columbus. I can
I
see my son.
mean, you're not going to get me to argue. I'll even, I've been because it's a football town.
Yeah.
Um, they've got all sorts of rental properties and hotels to for like when Ohio State has football
Yep.
games, but they don't schedule CXC for home game weekends. So there's plenty of
Plenty of space.
available lodging. We could get together and like rent a house.
Well, let me look at my schedule because
Yeah.
um
I mean,
just
I took the Friday off.
let
That
me
was one of the first things I put in for.
let me see what I can
I,
do about it because I'd like to go to that instead. I mean, I know it sounds
yeah.
bad not wanting to support my local con, but
No, I mean, the thing is, I mean, we always support our local cons,
mhm,
and uh, like if there wasn't a specific scheduling issue, I'm certain you'd be at SuperCon. So don't.
yeah.
But when SuperCon goes up against a different con that you haven't been to, that you want to go to, and you have the added bonus of your son as a college freshman on the campus that the con is taking place at,
I know. I
I mean, that makes it your local con as well.
I know it does. I know. But cool. So what else is going on in comics?
Uh the Marvel has teamed up with or will be teaming up next year with the Dummies franchise. So we will get um next year Marvel for Dummies.
I'm gonna buy
Six
this.
six books of co-branded books, providing accessible introductions to Marvel's comics, film, and TV properties. First two titles are Marvel Comics for Dummies and Captain America for Dummies. Stuart Moore's writing the Captain America one. Will be published in February. Future titles in the series are expected to cover such key Marvel properties as the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and the Cinematic Universe. What about the X-Men, man? The X-Men are the ones that I need it for.
Yeah, they're so
They
they're
they've
so
got the
convoluted.
I need you need like two volumes for the X-Men.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, no, I might wind up looking at these myself.
yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna get at least one of
if
them, but
I mean, it's gonna. I mean, these are the type of thing that I want to look at in the. It's been so long since I went through a dummies book. I want to see how it's laid out, what it gives me
hmm
to make the decision. But I can see it being a useful tool.
for sure. I kind of want to check them out for sure. Um,
So
yeah,
yeah,
cool.
and then other cool piece of news is the American Booksellers Association is publishing a book called Right to Read Handbook: Fighting Book Bans and Why It Matters. Um, it'll come out September 16th with profits going to the ABFEs. I don't know what that stands for.
Hmm.
Um, Efforts against book bans. So I'm for anything that makes um, helps more people stand up and fight book bans.
hmm
This looks like it's guided towards booksellers, but it features interviews and profiles, a brief history of book censorship, a deep dive in the current book ban crisis, and how-to guides for organizing at the community level. So, American Booksellers for Free Expression is what ABFE stands for.
Okay.
Um, so this definitely looks like a both a worthwhile book to grab and hopefully one that will be helpful
Oh, for sure.
for yeah.
Um,
So
we saw a little bit about talk about book banning at the Democratic National Convention. I think I don't remember which speaker mentioned they ban books, we ban. I can't remember what the slogan was, but do you know what
yeah,
I'm
I don't
talking
know
about?
if it was even a we ban anything. It was they ban books. Yeah,
Uh,
no, banning books came up a few times.
yeah.
Um, and that segues nicely. The Democratic National Convention was here in my hometown this week. It was a banger of a party.
I bet.
Um, I mean, I wasn't downtown, so I don't know how it was, but I watched enough clips and highlights, and I really encourage everybody to go watch the Daily Show coverage. They did a really good job of um both like putting up the highlights, John kind of making fun of them, and then like showing Fox News trying to handle them and
I haven't seen that. That would be fun.
failing miserably. Um, my favorite is like Jesse Waters with a complete straight face talking about how boring it is and blah blah blah, while the video behind him is showing wild, laughing, dancing people.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think he's talking about like the atmosphere. Nobody's having any fun, blah blah blah. It's like it's like your producer hates you.
No, I thought the energy in the crowd was great. I thought that
That's it.
the speakers did a great job of
Yep.
amping people up and continuing with that theme of joy that Kamala wants to be her kind of
Yep.
slogan.
Yep.
Hope and joy,
Yep.
which I thought was great. It was
It's been
nice of Oprah to pop in on Tim Walz's night. Uh,
well, and Oprah doesn't actually hand out many endorsements.
no, I was just surprised to see her on the stage.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, she's another one that gave a banger speech in the Obamas. Oh,
yep, the Obamas were great. Who knew Michelle's better speaker than Barack?
well, I mean, she always has been.
Yeah,
She's always the one that I mean, Michelle. This is why the right is. I mean, Michelle has made it clear over and over and over again that she has no interest in going into politics. She doesn't even really like speaking at conventions, but she felt like it was her duty when her husband was running.
yep,
So, in his biography, you will see that there was a spirited conversation about whether or not she was going to speak at the convention.
really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, it's not her thing. Um, but living in a good country is. So
Exactly.
like she's kind of embraced the fact that she has a role. But this is why the right is terrified of her because, if she ever decided to run for something,
Hmm.
forget about it.
Look out.
I mean, this is why Alex Jones has been calling her Mike for 3 years, trying to get it to stick.
Yep.
At least 3 years, probably longer. You know?
So
Um,
yeah,
yeah.
then of course I think of course everybody wanted to see Kamala Harris speak, but Tim Walz was the second most
Yeah.
popular one, I think. Um,
Well, and the right immediately stuck its foot in its mouth
yes,
because,
Tim's
he
son
has
was
a
there. Yep.
neurodivergent teenage son,
Yep.
um, who before like checking into his son's biography at all, they decided to make fun of for showing emotion
Oh yeah.
when his dad was speaking. So that was their first round of egg. Um, Another couple of them tried to play the whole um this is what happens when old people have kids because they did the math and oh Tim was 43 when his son was conceived, but then like it was immediately pointed out that how old was Donald for Barron?
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
mean,
In his 60s, I'm pretty sure.
60.
Yeah.
60. Yeah. No, I mean the right has become um
Horrible.
the king
Just
of the cell
horrible.
phone. The king of the cell phone. Every accusation is a confession. Um,
It seems like it. Yeah. I was
yeah.
horrified when Gus, I think his name is Gus Walls.
Yes.
When he was teary eyed and saying, "That's my dad. That's my dad." Um, I didn't see anything but joy in that moment when I was watching
Hmm.
it live. And then the next day when I started seeing memes about it, I was just angry. I couldn't believe it. I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody knows that I always recommend reading Jay Quo, particularly his Saturday morning Sheets and Giggles um, post.
Sure.
But one of my favorites from this week was what was it? Somebody on the right tweeted out, or Tommy Lahren. I don't know how many people, the less people know Tommy Lahren, the better. But she's one of the young blonde right-wing influencers. Um, she tweeted out, what would it take to get Ivanka Trump on the trail for her dad, and got the response of a different dad.
Funny. Different dad.
There's a fantastic meme. Uh, Kamala and Tim, you had me at complete sentences.
Yeah, did you ever try to watch Donald Trump talk about the
Oh God.
inflation when he had all those
Watching Donald Trump talk, period, is very difficult.
grocery items and he was doing his little tic tac talk?
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was
Well,
so
he forgot what they were there for.
uh-huh. Exactly. It was so
Right.
incoherent. It was
Right.
it was just
Right.
babble.
So my favorite though is the Wiener Circle, which is a Chicago land, um, a Chicago uh, legacy. It's fantastic um hot dog stand
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
on Clark Street.
Yep.
Um, changed their sign at least for a while
Okay.
to say now serving Trump footlongs. It's 3 inches.
Oh, that's great.
Referencing, of course, the uh and oh how fun it is to have ex-presidents who are young and vibrant and good speakers.
Barack Obama.
Did you see Barack Obama talking about the obsession with crowd sizes and and definitely a implication that it wasn't just crowd sizes.
He was doing a hand gesture that you would usually
Yes,
use to measure length of something, and
yes,
it just kept getting smaller.
yes.
It was funny.
You know that this is going to get to the point where Donald Trump drops drops his pants during a speech
See, I
to,
told you.
to well, and shows us his little peanut because somebody has convinced him that that's way bigger than most men. Oh,
Oh man.
oh, let's highlight some of
Yeah.
this month's books. There's some good stuff.
Yeah, I gotta change my
Um,
screen so I can see your screen here.
yeah, let me share my screen. That would also be helpful.
Bum, ba-dum, bum.
So coming from Distillery, The City Beneath Her Feet, a bloody love letter to New York City. The City Beneath Her Feet is an action thriller love story for a new generation by lauded creators James Tynion IV and Elsa Chartier. Jasper Jane was the girl of Zara's dreams, but their brief relationship came and went in such an intense blaze that Zara was left thinking Jasper was just that, a dream. Years later, Zara is thrust back into Jasper's world, unknowingly listed as her emergency contact. Zara must piece together the mystery of Jasper's life, all while being hunted by the assassins who once called Jasper one of their own. Uh, Distillery and the wonderful prestige, perfect format with wraparound covers,
Yeah,
all
they are
sorts of
cool.
stuff. Distillery books are just incredibly high quality,
Yeah, it's
and
like you feel like you're really
Tynion and
purchasing
Chartier
something.
are just outstanding creators. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be
Alright.
fun.
Let's see what's up next. Hellboy. Giant Robot Hellboy returns from Mike Mignola and Duncan Fegredo. Hellboy's robot counterpart is back, but he's not alone. Scientists comb the deep sea for any sign of giant robot Hellboy after his disappearance, but find more than they bargained for when an interdimensional portal threatens to pull them in or let monsters of unknown origin out. In stores March 5th.
Yeah. It's like Hellboy meets the Iron Giant.
Correct. Yeah, it looks cool.
I remember when the first giant robot Hellboy, where it's like
Yep.
you weren't actually jazzed initially, but then you picked it up because you're like, it's Hellboy, I have to, and
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
you wound up loving it.
Yeah, so that's why I'm
So
really excited. I'm gonna skip the going, oh, I don't really care about this one, and go, you know what, I'm gonna like it.
yeah, yeah. So I mentioned before, friend of the podcast, Chris Condon, along with Montos, are taking on a new era of Green Arrow, starting with issue 18. The Emerald Archer heads back to the streets of Star City for his next adventure. The cold blooded murder of a Star City businessman announces the arrival of a horrifying and mysterious serial killer. When details of the victim's dark business dealings emerge, Green Arrow must contend with hard truths from the city's past and race to stop the murderer before they strike again. So, Condon always kills it. Monto's art is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am very much looking forward to this.
Cool. Let's see. We got Hornsby and Halo from Peter J. Tomasi and Peter Snaberg and John Cleese. It's a series premiere. It's Good versus Evil versus Puberty from the minds of Peter J. Tomasi and Peter Snaberg. Keeping the cosmic peace isn't easy, but the opposing leaders of heaven and hell broker a deal that trades Zachary Halo, an angel child, to a demon family, and Rose Hornsby, a demon child, to an angel family, and hope this truce will halt the winds of war. It's nature versus nurture as the turbulence of adolescence comes crashing down on two teenagers who have no idea just who and what they truly are yet. In stores November 27th.
This looks
cool.
Yeah. This looks very, very cool. So,
what do we have next?
I am so psyched for this. Kid Maroon from Christopher Cantwell and Victor Santos. Back in print for the first time in over 75 years in a stunning double-length issue #1, the world's only hard-boiled boy detective, Kid Maroon. From Christopher Cantwell and Victor Santos. 2 years ago, Walden Maroon outgrew his small town, his loving parents, and the low-stakes mysteries involving missing butterflies and stolen cookies. Since then, he's dwelled within the cesspit of Crimeville, where murders, vice, and corruption are the city's bread and butter. But at 12 years old, Kid is weary. When a string of horrific killings and arsons spring up in the streets, can he crack the case with his quick wits and slingshot? Or does Kid Maroon secretly yearn for what he's never gotten to be? A kid.
That looks cool. I like the artwork.
I love Victor Santos.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, everybody knows how much I love Chris Cantwell. So, you know, this is going to be fantastic. I can't wait. Cannot wait.
I can't wait for
November
this next
6th.
one. This is Venom War.
Just looks ridiculous.
So this is Venom War. It's Jeff by Kelly Thompson and art by Guri Hiro. Which I'm a little bit bummed because I like that It's Jeff has stayed out of the bigger Marvel world mostly.
Well, but you know it won't really be
part of the Venom War. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. The crossover event of the summer finally reaches the real star of Marvel Comics, Jeff the Land Shark. When Jeff's night of fun is interrupted by the madness of the Venom War, is Marvel's goodest boy going to be able to keep his cool? Or will he give in to the symbiote's temptation and eat someone's brains? The team behind the hit Infinity comic brings us an oversized, all-new tale of the world's cutest predator in shops November 20th.
You know it's going to be good.
I'm looking forward
to it. You know
to
it's going to be good.
It's cute. The cover's got a Venom symbiote mouth opening up to bite Jeff. It's cool.
Well, and like hugging the mirror and Jeff's looking at his various costumes.
It's cute. Can't wait for that one. Yeah. Let's see, what else do we got? Well, that's it for
all right.
new issues.
Let's look at a couple of graphic novels.
Sure. Let's see. In the Garden of Earthly Delights, it had a subtitle, didn't it?
Tea Leaves Caper.
A Tea Leaves Caper. Yep, from Rich Tommaso. Why can't Trina Cantanzaro ever catch a break? She and her partner in crime, Dina, just got away with millions in diamond necklaces and other sexy jewels, but their scheme to fence the stolen goods came up empty. Now the plan is to pull another job, a fine art heist, and use the goods to burn the people who burned them. This is where things really start to go south. In the Garden of Earthly Delights is Rich Tommaso's debut novel with the dynamic duo Trina and Dina, also known as the Tea Leaves. In shops December 18th. That's a cool cover.
It is.
It
I like
reminds me of like
Yoshinomasu.
old like 70s style
Yeah.
fonts.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Teleportation and other luxuries from Mad Cave Studios in the bustling futurist metropolis. The Blamazon Teen Scientist competition promises not just scientific glory, but fame and substantial financial rewards as well. Among the contestants, four teenagers from different backgrounds form an unlikely team. Tyler Risley, a teen heartthrob known for his genius level intellect, Gabby, a grumpy, non binary anarchist with a knack and distrust for science. Allegra, a shy and brilliant loner, hiding her vast intelligence, and LJ, a small town jack of all trades with unparalleled knack for engineering. Amidst their bickering and missteps, they uncover the secret of teleportation. Despite this invention being a clear, albeit dangerous, way to win, it becomes apparent that perhaps victory isn't their only collective goal. From Archie Bongiovanni and Mary Verhoeven at Maverick Mad Cave. Uh, yeah, Mad Cave and Maverick just keep kicking ass, and this looks fun. This looks very fun.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, for sure. I like uh
and I want teleportation, so
exactly. And Blamazon, that sounds fun. Blamazon.
Amazon.
Blamazon Team Scientist Competition.
All right.
Oh
Let's
man.
talk a couple of collections. We'll go back to Mad Cave Studios for the legendary Lynx. Alex Segura and Sandy Jarrell. The lost story of Carmen Valdez has been found in the metafictional world of novelist Alex Segura's LA Times Book Prize winning novel, Secret Identity, and the upcoming Alter Ego. Readers were introduced to the legendary Lynx, a hero lost to time and seemingly forgotten. Now, for the first time ever, readers will share a knowing wink and travel back in time to experience one of the seminal lost comic book stories. Lynx, the classic superhero, must choose between her heroic responsibilities and an overdue debt to a dear friend. Experience all four issues of this fictional, forgotten gem in a delightfully retro comic book adventure. Uh, yeah, I'm happy to be able to takes the stuff that was in the book, expands upon it, and yeah, I like legendary links. So
Mm-hmm.
it's nice that there will actually be full comic, and hopefully they'll do that with the Alter Ego reboot
I hope so.
of the links as well.
Mm-hmm. All right. This
So
one I'm looking forward to. Wanted Akira Oda before One Piece from Akira Oda. From Viz Media. See another version of Luffy in the original short story that launched a legend. The creator of One Piece presents this unique collection of his earliest works, from Western to fantasy to ghost story. This special volume has it all, including Romance Dawn. This special volume has it all, including Romance Dawn, the one shot that would become the international mega hit One Piece. Cool.
yeah,
I'm really looking forward to this. I think it would go
yeah,
really well with what we're reading.
yep,
Um,
yep,
yeah.
yep, definitely worth checking
It's got a cool
out.
Western style cover on it. I think it looks awesome.
Yeah. So we've got some final order cutoff. You picked them out, so I'll let you.
Sure. Final order cutoff this week. We've got Creepshow. I kind of read one or two issues of this. This is the
Yeah.
Creepshow Deluxe Edition hardcover volume 1 from Paul Dini, Garth Ennis, Kyle Stark, Zoe Thurgood, Chris Burnham, Michael Walsh, Dan Waters, Nick Dragata, Saladin Ahmed, Chris Burnham, and Becky Cloonan, Francesco Francavilla, Phil Hester, Erica Henderson, and I listed a couple people twice because they were artists as well, like Zoe
Right.
Thurgood, Abigail Larson, and Nick Dragata, and Matthew Roberts.
From Image Comics.
From
Yeah.
Image, yeah.
Yeah. So
Uh,
they're horror anthology.
uh-huh. The next thing that I found, it's been kind of a hard to find new series coming out, but Final Order Cutoff. I've got Knights versus Samurai from David Dasmalchian and Federico Mele from Image Comics. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I was I like somehow had missed it when it was initially solicited. I
Yep.
saw issue 3 when I was going through putting together this month's new to order stuff and went, "How did I miss this? This is
Kind of weird. I know.
so
I
yeah,
missed it too, but
yeah." So crowdfunding right now, we've got It's All Greek, a
hmm
travel log from friend of the podcast Meredith McLaren, through next Saturday, August 31st. Through the following or through Labor Day, we still have Don't Tell My Wife I'm a cult leader from Todd Steinberg and Joe Diaz. Um, Todd was on the show to talk about that, and I've read it. It's very good. And then Cutthroat, a comics anthology, essentially women with swords, edited by Carolina Baumgarten, is on Kickstarter until September 13th.
awesome.
Tyler, what books did you love this week?
Well, something
Three
crawled out.
amazing books.
Yeah, three amazing new books. Something crawled out. Started number one from M. Sun and Mad Curse Periano. Cast
I didn't
Mad Curse
actually get to
Periano.
this one.
Um, so this girl, she's kind of a, I don't know if a loser is the right word, but she sleeps in a lot. She works nights at the gas station. She doesn't really have any prospects in life until her sister goes missing, and then it's this big unearth of missing girls. And yeah, it is totally worth reading. It's very cool. It's creepy. It's right up my alley. So
Sounds cool.
yeah, Blow Away number 5.
This was very good.
Yep, Blow Away ends. That's from Zach Thompson and Nicola Izzo from Boom. And did you read Local Man number 13 from
I did.
Tim
It
Seeley
was
and
also very
Tony
good.
Fleeks? Yeah, very good. That one's from Image. Your three, though, I didn't get to read. And the only one I had in my pile was number 2. But
Right.
um,
So I Tom King stole the top slot again
yeah,
by cheating and having two amazing books come out. Jenny Sparks #1 with Jeff Spokes and Wonder Woman #12 with Tony S. Daniel and Belen Ortega. Uh, Jenny Sparks is one of my favorite characters in all of comics, and Tom King did her well. Uh, the main Woman story continues to be like pulse pounding action drama.
hmm
Though this one had a humor element too because um, she and Damian Wayne are taking turns trying to get a villain to tell them where Amanda Waller has um, apparently in the overall Absolute Power event, a number of the superheroes have been detained and put into a secret prison, and they're trying to find it. And Wonder Woman is trying to use love, um, and Damien is trying to use fear. Fear, it turns out, almost always involves hanging the guy upside down somewhere, which becomes a running joke between the two of them. And yeah, I won't give away the punchline,
hmm
though it's a good one. And then of course, then we get just more of the super kids, um, and the backup story with Belen Ortega, and yeah, they have to take a long space journey together,
That's awesome.
and well, and anybody who's been reading these just already knows this is the teenage version, so there haven't been as many of those, but the dynamic between um, John, Damien, and Lizzie is just outstanding.
Good.
Um, Briar wrapped up its run with
Yes, it
number
did.
8, or at least wrapped up for now.
It's in my
Um,
pile. I'm very excited about it.
it was really good, kind of bittersweet
Was it?
because I want more. I want more. And then Black Cloak started up again with number 7.
Perfect.
Kelly Thompson, Meredith McLaren. So yeah, good week in comics.
For sure.
I mean, there were also all sorts of other really good comics this week. So yeah, good week in comics. So Tyler, you and I are like almost dead even.
I know it's been harder and harder to read One Piece,
Yeah.
because
Well, just because we've got so many other things to read and we're back to school.
I was just gonna say, like, this is like probably the most reading that I do in a week has been this last 2 weeks. We've got you and I talked. We read One Piece prior to Wednesday, and then from
Right.
Wednesday on, we read our weekly comics or our
Right.
Great Responsibility.
And cram in our Great Responsibility graphic novel.
Yeah, yeah, it has been fun. I've been enjoying it, but
Me too.
I wish I could go a little faster because it's daunting to look at how much more we've got to go. Uh,
Only 800 some odd chapters to go.
um,
We're 200 chapters down.
I know we're at 215 and 216 respectively. So that was really nice that we've pretty much are neck and neck again.
It shows also again the difference between us because I'm OCD and like I desperately try to finish up a volume.
Yeah.
And I did. I'm right at a volume spot.
Yep.
And you're one chapter before the end of a volume and
Uh-huh.
you were able to put it down. I would not have been able to put it down
I
at
just
that
ran out of
point.
time. Like I was planning on doing what you do yesterday, but we had
Right.
my daughter's birthday party,
Right.
and then my mom got me cornered to hang up her security cameras, and then
Right. I'm just again, if I knew
time
I
ran.
was a chapter like yeah, it's just it's like different psychologies.
I know.
I would have been like prying my eyes open some night to get that extra chapter in before I fell asleep.
I'm just like I honestly don't pay attention to where the arcs end.
Well, that is one of the advantages of reading it digitally is you don't know where the end of the book is. Because I'm not even talking about the arcs. The arcs often go multiple volumes. But if
Multiple
you're
volumes.
paying attention to the page numbers,
Yep.
the page numbers correspond
To the volume.
to the collection volume.
Yeah.
So if I see I'm over 150, the collection volumes are all generally like 194 to 197. I
Okay.
don't think any of them have been more than 200 pages. So if I like see I'm over 150, I can't stop until I see a number one again.
Uh, I'm not seeing page numbers.
They're not on every page.
Okay. Because I'm looking through the issue I'm on, and I'm like, where?
Um, let me because sometimes you can tell at the end of the arc too.
Yeah.
Sometimes like the last page will have something. Um, well, yeah, that man. So we can talk about how much we totally get to see how just both resilient and determined and unstoppable Luffy is.
Oh yeah.
He just takes a beating, and keeps standing up and going, "Yep, they're my friends. Yep, they're my friends.
Yep. You
Uh-huh,
can't do that to
they're
my
my
friends.
friends."
You can't do that to my friends.
Right.
And I'm just gonna take
Why
it.
won't you quit? Because they're my friends.
Why won't you die?
Right.
Uh,
Um,
I just love it how as long as this voyage has been going on for Luffy and his pirate crew, his spirit is not diminished. Do you know what I mean?
well, and then I love it that like when he wears himself out, he's got to eat so much to catch up. How
Yeah.
much does he eat here? He just shovels and shovels and
And shovels
shovels
it all
and
in.
shovels and shovels.
Yeah.
And then we can't talk about it. You know that she needs to make it,
Yep.
but like one more chapter and we'd be able to talk about the decision that Vivi makes.
Okay.
Um, because she's a princess and her nation has been saved and whatnot, and she's got those responsibilities, but she also really enjoyed her time with Luffy's crew,
For sure. And
both the adventure of it and the camaraderie.
so
And
at
they
the
would
end of the arc,
happily take her with
oh, they do.
with
Okay.
them.
Okay.
they would happily
They
take
would.
them with them. So this last chapter, the one that I've read and you haven't,
Yep.
is mostly about her making.
Her
I think
making that
in the
choice.
chapter you've read, they've told her, "We'll be at this spot at noon.
Okay.
If you're coming, meet us there. If you're not, we love you anyway."
Yep.
You know, um,
Yeah. Well, I love
yeah.
not to jump back to the previous issue, but I love this is
No.
this is how it ended, Ted. I'm sure you know, a very blank page, with him shoving crap in his face.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's
Yeah.
one single frame in the lower right hand
It's
corner of the
it's
page.
it's so
It's gross,
so Luffy.
but it's
So
Luffy.
Luffy.
Yep.
It's so Luffy.
Uh,
Um,
cool. I can't wait
so
to finish up this volume. I'm going to the page one of it right now because I always enjoy the ongoing story that's going on at the beginning of these.
all right.
This one is Hachi's Walk on the Seafloor, Volume 30. Hachi runs for it. It's got. I like him as a character. He's kind of like a squid man
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
I think he's cool.
So
Can't wait to get into it. I'll read that this afternoon.
how about I Am Stan?
Oh, man. You know, there wasn't too much that I thought I didn't know about Stan, but this kind of put him. Like, I've always viewed Stan as kind of a glory hound, right? I just didn't really think much of him. I mean, I've respected him because of, his contributions to comics, but I don't think he was the end all be all of Marvel.
Well, and this paints him more as a PR guy than a
Yes.
glory hound.
Yes, exactly.
Which I'd always kind of suspected. Um, but at the same time, it also is honest about. I mean, the reason that so many people think of him as a glory hound is he wasn't good enough at communicating with his collaborators. Um, in a way that made them know that they were valued.
Correct.
That was the PR guy. I mean, because really, he wore three hats. He wore, I'm a co-creator with you. I'm your editor, and not just editor, but like de facto publisher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having to make all the decisions to make any money here. And I'm like the PR advertising wing of this whole industry
Mm-hmm.
for most of the 60s, but certainly for Marvel, at least until Disney bought it.
Correct. And even then, pretty much till he passed
had
away.
to wear a lot of different hats.
Yeah.
And it's clear that he had trouble sometimes knowing which hat to have on.
Mm-hmm. And
And that
it
made
all
it that
blended
much
together.
harder for the people around him.
Yeah. Those lines blurred quite a bit, you know what I mean, as
Right.
far as what his duties were. He just basically he ran
I
ran it the way he
kind
could.
of wish that Scioli had written this one as an autobio too.
Yeah.
I think I would have liked it more if it had been a first person telling
Mhm.
like the Kirby one was.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I mean, and I got to see the premiere House of Ideas, and Mark did such a great job. And we'll get to talk to Mark and director Terry McCabe and a couple of the actors
Mm-hmm.
from that next week. Mark did such a great job of balancing Stan and Jack and their intricacies and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in a lot, if you're really like boiling it down and trying to be honest to both,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Kirby was a neighborhood scrapper who came from nothing, went through hell in the war, and came back and never felt appreciated for all the hard work he put in.
Correct. Yep.
Stan came from at least a little bit of privilege, though not as much privilege as like he had in his family. So still felt like he was hustling and whatnot, but had a different kind of a different idea on what hard work was. Um, but was also just a brilliant salesman, but not always good at playing both the salesman and the management role. He didn't have that. Um, and also, between the alcoholic father who never went out and you know, um, and the other family, the Goodman was his cousin and wildly successful. So,
Mm-hmm.
he's aware that he essentially has this nepo job that's also in comics. So it's like, yeah, okay, you're my cousin's kid, so I'll throw you this bone,
Yep.
but
Exactly.
don't think you're family.
Yep.
I'll throw you this bone because your dad's an alcoholic, but don't think you're family. Um, and also is such a salesman that he manages to like quite. I hate the term "marry above your station," but
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm certain that there's a part of him that felt like that was what he was doing.
Uh-huh. I think
You
so.
know, um, so like when you break down kind of the psychology of who the men were,
Mm-hmm.
uh, there winds up being truth in both their points of views,
For sure.
and neither one of them are necessarily bad guys. They just wound up clashing, and neither one of them were particularly good at hearing others,
Right. Exactly.
except their most trusted. Because the other thing that they have in common is they both had wives that were fiercely protective of them.
Mm-hmm.
So the only voice that they trusted was going to take their side 100% and go, let's go. Come on, let's rumble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which I think they both needed, but also like just added fuel to any flames there might be between them.
Right. Right. Right.
Because they were going to go home and the response was going to be, fuck that guy.
Yep. The wives were gonna be like, you get your butt back there and you tell that Stan.
Right.
No, not even Stan Lee. Stanley. You tell
Right.
Stanley that he's got it. I could see that happen.
Right.
The wives just being like not having it.
Yeah.
And Stan goes home and, are you gonna put up with that from that guy? That Jack Kirby thinks he's
Yep. Yep. So that was a fun.
I liked
What do
I like this. I like the Jack one better. And until
I
you
do too.
said it, I wasn't quite sure why, but it probably is the narrative.
Yeah,
The
I'm certain that the biggest reason that I like the Jack one better is that it is fully first person.
hmm
Um,
I agree.
yeah,
Yeah, it just was made a little bit more like engrossing. It was the Stan one was good, but it just felt very surface level when reading it. Like I just wasn't engrossed like the Jack one. But I'm gonna buy them both. I love them both.
yeah.
I thought they were great.
So next question.
Sure.
What do we want to do next?
I am completely open. I don't
Do
suppose
we
Tom
want to
Tom
try
has
to
any other
do
books.
do we want to try to do like a one shot thing? Do we want to do a series? I'm not quite ready for like a long series.
Sure.
Um, though the one that's in my head that I wouldn't mind doing we'd spend a couple months with it because
Sure.
it's like 9 volumes, but I'm not quite ready to like. I mean, you talked about doing Grendel at some point, but
Yep.
Grendel's almost like a year-long project.
Yep. It's big.
There's a lot of Grendel.
Yep.
Grendel is like doing Hellboy, which is another thing that we should do at some point, but it's like it's not a short project.
Right.
Um, so do we want to be more week to week? Do we want to do something that'll be a couple months? What are you in the mood for?
I like what we've been doing. The week to week.
A more week to week?
Picking out something that it'd be fun to chat about. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Um,
Um,
and break down a little bit.
I mean, I've read a number of good graphic novels lately, but it
Sure.
feels like cheating to choose something that I've already read.
Well, think of it more like you're introducing me to stuff that I haven't read.
Well, that's true.
you know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Because I
Um,
I haven't read a lot of graphic novels. I've read a
right.
fair number, but nowhere near what you've read.
we talked about this a lot before it came out, and I didn't manage to read it when it came out. I don't think you did either.
Okay.
Um, Graham Chaffee's Light It, Shoot It
Okay. Graham.
is on Hoopla.
Okay.
Fresh out of prison for an arson conviction, clueless 20-year-old Billy Bonney finds himself drifting through the seedy and unsavory world of cut-rate movie making, even more out of place amongst his peers than he felt as a teen 6 years earlier when he got busted. Following his brother to the sets of Grade B and exploitation 1970s Hollywood seems like a path of least resistance until he accidentally lands a job as a handler to a has-been actor. But the bright lights burn harsher and show more than he anticipated as he steps lucklessly into a gangster-driven plot to burn down a studio for the insurance money and finds himself in over his head. Drunken, washed-up stars scrambling past their own prime producers, teenage girls on the make, slick hustlers and violent fixers, drawn in bold brushstrokes and hand-painted in subtle washes. Chaffee brings vintage L.A. to the page in a propulsive adventure.
I think that sounds
How's it
awesome.
sound?
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna
All right.
definitely
It is
pick
on
it up.
Hoopla.
Okay.
Light it, shoot it.
Light it, shoot it. Perfect.
From,
Perfect.
from
Perfect.
Graham Chaffee is what we'll do for next week.
Sounds good.
And now I get to get probably more One Piece or whatever in because I'll probably at least flip through it, but I read it like a week ago.
Sure.
Because that's the other thing is my Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm not only my Mondays and Tuesdays are often One Piece, but like Sunday afternoon,
Yeah.
I go read stuff that I just want to read.
Oh, sure.
Stuff that I haven't been able to fit in because the show reading has gotten in the way, but that I really want to read.
Sure. No, I get that.
So, yeah.
What are 3 books you hope will be spectacular next week?
Oh, next week's got some good stuff.
Yes.
Even though I think it's a 5th week.
It is,
So
yeah.
it's a light week. First, I want to say William and Newbury wraps up. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Make certain you go read that. I can't believe Batman Dark Age #5 didn't make my list.
I know. I got to catch up. I'm like 2 behind.
Gromit's didn't make my list. That sort of thing. That's how good it is even in a short week. But I mean, #1's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Because Saga number 68 comes out.
Some little series called Saga.
Like, it's noteworthy when I don't have Saga on top of my list. How about that? And it was tough this time because Life #1 from Stephanie Phillips and Brian Azzarello, Daniel Zazej, which is like a heist story in space.
Yep.
Told from 2 perspectives in a flip book from Distillery. Like
right.
All of those words just like up my excitement.
Yep.
Right. So it was a toss up which one was going to be first on my list. They're almost like 1 and 1A.
Yeah.
And then Barbaric versus Deathstalker, / Stephen Kostansky, Tim Seeley, and Nathan Good and Ed Balt. a one shot taking a couple of my favorite barbarians and throwing them into the same story.
Yeah.
So
I was also looking forward to Saga, but I left it off my list because we were going to talk about it when you put it on. But
fair.
Anansi Boys #3, I've really loved this series. I love Neil Gaiman for one, and so
I do.
this adaptation from Mark Bernardin.
I can't wait until New Year's Day when I can follow up on my last. Uh, I think I mentioned this on the air before,
Sure.
but in one of my Blue Sky exchanges that involved Neil, I tossed out, how would one go about approaching you to be on a little tiny podcast? And his response didn't give me an answer; it just gave me, "I'm booked right now. Check back in 2025." So,
Okay.
my plan is to repost his response
Yeah.
on New Year's Day.
Okay.
It's 2025 now. Just saying.
Hint, hint. Here's some of the other guys who have talked with us, if that would help your decision here. And then this one is really killing it.
I'd probably even just say Shelley will vouch for me.
Shelley Bond. Funny. Cult of Lamb #3 from Alex Packnadel and Troy Little from Oni Press looks awesome. I've really been loving this. I've been reading it digitally. But I think I'm going to buy it in trade when it comes out.
I kickstarted it, so I have the trade.
You do? Okay.
Already coming.
Okay. And then Hello Darkness #2. I've really been enjoying the anthologies that have been coming out.
Oh yeah.
This has got Garth Ennis, James Tynion IV, Andy Lanning, Becky Cloonan, Werther Del Adara. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, the first issue was good.
Yeah. I know we didn't like it as much as Tales from the Abyss, but I still thought it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, but that's like I'm trying to think of a good comparison.
Sure.
It's like I'm drawing a blank.
That's all right. Oh, what a good week.
Name your favorite band that's not necessarily a great band.
Oh, the Melvins from Seattle.
So it's like saying, I love the Melvins. They're not the Beatles,
yeah,
but I love the Melvins.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, Hello Darkness wasn't Epitaphs from the Abyss, but I mean,
you liked it. Yeah, I get it. It's got some great heavy hitters on it.
And honestly, Epitaphs from the Abyss #2
was really good.
Went on my honorable mention. I mean, neither of us wound up putting it as one of our amazing books this week.
I haven't finished
it. Was very good.
I haven't finished it. I've started it.
Very good. Yeah. It wasn't as much of a banger as one.
Okay.
I mean, if Epitaphs of the Abyss #2 had come out the same week as Hello Darkness #1, they would have been closer to even.
Sure.
I think I still would have leaned Epitaphs of the Abyss, but it would have been closer to even.
Okay.
For me, anyway.
Sure.
And again, that's not to say that Epitaphs from the Abyss #2
is not good.
It's bad.
Right.
It's very good, but the first Epitaphs of the Abyss was just, that was one of the
spot on,
the best single issue comics I've read like in a long, long time.
For sure. Totally agree.
And a couple of the short stories were among the best short,
yeah,
anthology type stories I've read ever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Awesome. So next week, just to recap, next week we'll be talking about Graham Chaffee's Light It, Shoot It.
Yep.
And continuing on with our One Piece saga.
And I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to... No, actually, it's a toss-up whether we're going to do Saturday or Sunday.
Sure.
Because I see Pearl Jam Monday, Thursday, and Saturday this week.
Oh, wow.
So from a reading standpoint,
yeah,
Sunday would be best.
Yeah.
But I'll have been at Wrigley Field until late Saturday night. So look at your Sunday schedule. If you're available Sunday afternoon, we might Sunday afternoon might be the best for me.
Yeah, later afternoon. I tutor a kid on Sundays. We just
Right.
started back up again since his school year started.
Right.
So he and I meet at about 2 on Sundays.
Okay.
So maybe about 4 would be great, or
Yeah,
5.
that might be ideal for me.
Sure.
Because like I said, 3 Pearl Jam shows this week in 2 different states. I drive to Indiana tomorrow to see them in Indianapolis tomorrow night, drive home Tuesday,
Uh-huh.
go to work Wednesday, Thursday, go from work to Wrigley on Thursday night,
Uh-huh.
go back to work Friday morning because I don't want to take 3 days off in the third week of school.
Sure.
2 days was enough, but I've had the Indianapolis tickets for 2 years now because they canceled it last year.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
I am going to my first country concert in November. My wife is a big country fan, and she's taking me to Little Big Town and Sugarland. And
Alrighty.
I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm going to have a good time going to a concert anyway.
I mean, there's good country.
Yeah.
If you'd said like Sturgill Simpson or the Zach Brown Band,
Yes.
I was like, that you would like.
I know I would, because I do like those bands, but I've never been to
We'll
a
see
country
about
show.
Little
So
Big Town
yeah.
and Sugarland.
Yeah. I don't know. My wife's a huge fan of both of them. So I'm
No,
like,
that's fair.
I'm just
That's
going
fair.
along for the ride.
Got it. And maybe you'll get lucky. I have become a relatively big Weird Al fan because I've gone to Weird Al shows.
I love Weird Al, and I've never
So-
been to one of his shows, but I just think he's.
Oh, he puts on a fantastic show.
I think he's brilliant, honestly.
I do now, but I didn't before I saw him live.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, I was that emo team that like the fact that he was being funny alone made him dumb. So,
Yes. Yeah. I get that when you're a teenager and you're like, oh, I can only like serious cool stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You
No,
know, it
I
wasn't
enjoy his
real
parodies a lot.
unless somebody died.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, for that matter, that's part of why Pearl Jam has been so important and valuable to me through the years because like when I was that kid, their music spoke to that kid.
Yeah.
As I've lightened up and become an adult and started looking at the world differently, their music has often lightened up and looked at the world differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it really feels like every album they put out is the right album for me at that point in my life.
they
And
don't
that's
seem
just
to.
a really crazy, amazing experience for me.
Great. I mean, it's really obvious they haven't tried to recreate 10 ever.
Nope.
You know what I mean? And I mean, each album from 10 to Verses to Vitology to No Code, they changed, but not so much.
They evolve.
Yeah, there you go. But they're not.
I mean, because that's the thing. They still care about a lot of the things they care about. You can see it. There's still angry songs. There are still, I mean,
Yep.
they've just grown and matured and learned and been willing to change and be willing to change their minds. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Well, I can't wait for next week. I'm really excited to read Light It, Shoot It.
it looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't look good. It is good.
It is
I've
good.
read it.
Yeah, it is good.
See, can you tell it's been a long week?
Yeah. You know what? We can go, Tad. We can
Yeah, we
tell
should- we
everyone
should wrap it
goodbye.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you guys after the next page. See ya. Hey, guys. This is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22panelspodcast.